Hello, divine beings. I am back with another general reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's for you, it will find you. To book a mini tarot reading with me or any of our healing services, please feel free to check out our website. I am picking up on a divine masculine energy. This divine masculine is basically, they have found their other half, their divine feminine. It's like the both of you have been manifesting each other. You both are probably been dreaming about each other. Maybe you get visions about each other. I'm seeing like Pinterest. It's almost like you guys have been gathering clues of what the other, looks like, what their essence feels like. So you could be like creating a collage about each other, like what their style is like, what their features may be like, what their hair looks like, that kind of. That's what I'm seeing. Like you've been creating some kind of like a collage. And I feel like the divine masculine has found the divine feminine. Like they came across you in some way or form. Either they came across you on social media, maybe this was a workplace, but it was like as soon as they saw you, they're like, that's her. I'm hearing her. Like that's her. This divine masculine, I'm seeing like some kind of a resort or a cabin. There's a show called Resident Alien, where this alien, crashes into Earth, and so he basically takes on human form and he poses as a local doctor, right? And he's on a mission there, but then he starts getting involved in, human life and human problems and dynamics and things like that. But where he lives, it's in a cabin. It's like this lake house cabin, and it's surrounded by mountains. There's like a huge lake, and that's the sense I'm getting. Like this divine masculine has like some kind of a private sanctuary place where they go to do like their healing work, or to retreat, like to step away from city life. I'm also seeing like books, like stacks of books or paper. Like this divine masculine could be a writer. Maybe you write books, maybe you write scripts, something like that. Like they do a lot of research there as well, but that's also like where they isolate and where they hibernate as well, whenever they're going through like really profound shifts. And I think that's when this divine masculine really tunes into their divine feminine, or vice versa. Like the divine feminine can really feel them during that time when they're in that period of isolation. I'm also picking up like Eastern European, so this is divine masculine could have some kind of an accent. I'm seeing light eyes, like blue eyes, or like hazel green. I'm also picking up something to do with like Middle Eastern or Mediterranean. Your divine masculine has found you. Like they know it's you. I don't know when they're going to make contact, but I think they're getting ready. And I think you can feel it too. Like you can just feel their energy just around you. Like it's like right around the corner. And if you've been feeling like past people, like past exes that have been trying to come back into your energy, they know that you're about to come into union with your soulmate, with your true love. And it's also Mercury retrograde. So if you had past people knocking on your door wanting a second chance, it's because they know there's someone better coming in for you. So I feel like this divine masculine works in some kind of an industry, or you guys both are in the same industry and you guys are gonna collaborate in some way or form. Maybe they look at you as like their inspiration, their muse. So we got 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, the Sun, and Knight of Swords. Yeah, so you've been kind of in this place of like feeling stagnant, not moving forward. You're letting go of the old life. You know how I said that like past people are trying to get back in? That's you in that space right now. Like, I'm ready to let go. I don't want these past people back. I've moved on. I've healed. Like I know I deserve better. You're more magnetic now. That's why these past people are coming back, because they can feel you've leveled up. They can feel you've changed. Anytime you make a positive change, it creates a ripple effect in the quantum field. So anybody who was connected to you in the past, they know you're leveling up. They know good things are coming for you. They know someone better is coming for you. King of Swords. So this is fire sign energy. So Aries, Leo, Sag. So this divine masculine could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be, or they're just like someone who knows how to lead. Like they're someone who takes control. They're in a position of power. I'm seeing like director. So this divine masculine could be some kind of a director in their industry, in their company, in their corporation. Like they lead a group of people. Like they call the shots. That's the vibe I'm getting. They call the shots. They have a lot of responsibilities, and I think that's why they retreat into this like cabin resort area to kind of like decompress, to recalibrate whenever they're going through certain things, and then they come back into their line of work, and they're like, okay, let's do this, let's ready to go. I'm also seeing like mountain climbing or rock climbing. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of mountains and like Arizona, so maybe this person travels to Arizona a lot, but somewhere where there's a lot of like mountainy hill, like a hill area, a lot of natural beauty. I'm also picking up like earth sign energy, like they have some kind of earthy element in their chart somewhere, like very grounded as well. They're a bit of an introvert, but they also can be an extrovert. So like they know how to be amongst people and like how to mingle and socialize, but they also can be very introverted. It's like their line of work, they have to, you know, communicate and mingle with people, but then they step away because they need to recharge. They need to, you know, ground their energy. I feel like this divine masculine is very intuitive, maybe more than they actually realize, or they didn't even realize they were, but they can really tune in. I feel like they can really read your energy, divine feminine. Like they know when something is off with you. They know when you're sad. They know when you're angry. Like when it's your time of the month, they know. They may be starting to keep track because they're noticing every 28 days. They're like, I've noticed every 28 days this happens to me. So they're keeping track. It's like they're aware of your emotions. And maybe you might notice that that's when you feel them the most in your energy. Maybe they come through in your dreams more. Maybe the synchronicities are more heavier around that time. Yeah, look, oppression. So they know when it's your time of the month. They can feel that low, that drop that happens to us, you know, when we're on our periods. They can feel the emotions that you're going through. Sometimes the anger, because that's when you're detoxing as well, right? So they can feel it. They know. Ten of Wands, Two of Crystals. So yeah, they can feel when, you know, it's your time of the month and how your emotions are, you know, a little bit all over the place. You're not as balanced. They can feel it. And so it's almost like they're preparing, because now they're like, oh wow, I'm really in sync with my divine feminine. So I need to be ready for when she is in that space, when it is her time of the month. I need to come in and be that comfort, that balance, to help ground her, to make her feel stable and safe, right? That's their job as a divine masculine, right? And now that he's emotionally aware, like he can feel it at the energetic shifts. He can feel your highs and he can feel your lows, and he's been keeping track. So he knows, like, oh, now I know why I feel this high and low when it comes to her. Divine feminine, you could have dark hair, long dark hair. I'm seeing bangs, someone who has bangs. And you could be an air sign. I'm hearing air, so air sign energy. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Eight of Cups. You've been letting go of this like old life. There's something that you've been sitting with recently, because it's also showing up in the Six of Cups. It's like you're like, I think you're letting go of like some kind of a family or an environment that you've grown up in. Maybe it could be a city, but you're like, yeah, I'm done with this place. Like I've outgrown this place. I'm feminine. I feel like you've been processing abandonment issues, and that's something that's been really heavy in your life, in your journey. Like you've never really had someone stable and, you know, who can show support for you, who shows up for you. And I think that's the very thing that you've been healing, you've been processing, you've been sitting with, that you're like, you know what? No, I deserve someone that shows up for me too, 100%. And I feel like this divine masculine is going to be that support for you. They might be your only support, you know. Maybe that's the thing that you're realizing. You're like, wow, I really don't have anybody here, and this divine masculine is going to come in and be that support system for you. And you're probably not used to that. It might kind of scare you. Maybe you've been resisting it or pushing it away. Ace of Swords. Like you're taking a stand now in your life. Look, King of Swords, oppression, and Ace of Swords were lined up like this. So this divine masculine is coming in, but it was bringing up a lot of fears. Like it's like, you know, it's happening. You can feel it happening, but a lot of your past fears were surfacing. And I feel like somebody from your past triggered you. Somebody from your past maybe reached out and was like, can we talk? Can we reconcile? And you were like, oh no, I don't know if I want to do this again. And I think it brought up a lot of fears. But you're like, yeah, no, I'm ready to let that go. I want something else. I deserve something better. You stood your ground on something. Maybe you finally spoke up and told this person, like, fuck off. Like, no, I'm done. You're like, no, I deserve better. I want better, right? Even though you're not 100% sure of who this divine masculine is, you can just feel it. You're trusting it. You're like, you know what? No, I know there's more out there. I deserve better. It's like you're tired of hiding. You were hiding. Notice how there's like a sheet over this person. It's like you're like, I'm not hiding anymore. I'm not going to be scared anymore. And something shifted, and that created space for you. And now your divine masculine is ready to come in. Keep in mind, every change that you make directly affects your divine masculine. So you, divine feminine, you hold the power. Every time you level up, every time you make a positive change, it will directly affect your divine masculine, and they will rise up and make the change as well. So every time you rise up and you choose yourself, they do the same. That's why you guys are in sync with each other. And divine feminine, I feel like you're moving. So see how right here she's like reflecting, and then here she's reflecting, and then the sun card. You're moving to somewhere where I feel like there's a lot of sun, like a could be tropical, but somewhere where it's really hot, like sunny, mountainy, like California, somewhere beachy, island, but where there's a lot of sun, right? You could live in a colder climate, and I think you're going to be shifting into a more warmer region, like deserty area. Could be Australia, somewhere where it's really hot and warm most of the time. I said Arizona earlier too, so that could be it as well. But you're moving to where your divine masculine is located. You're gonna leave. You're gonna pack your bags. You're like, yep. As soon as you meet your divine masculine and you guys know this is it, you're gonna leave. You're gonna move. I see you moving. Okay, let's use my word card tarot, and then we will end this reading. Your loving energy is greatly missed. Want access again. This is the past people, past ex, marriage issues, community support. Be cautious, use your discernment. I feel like the marriage issues is an ex that didn't choose you. That's probably where the abandonment wounds started to come. They married the wrong person, and now they're probably like, I should have picked you. Too late. You moved on. You healed. I also got burnout, tired, and exhausted. I think that's you. You're just tired of doing everything on your own. You're like, you know what? No, I'm ready for someone. I'm ready for a partner. You're about to work and connect with someone well-known, famous. Remember I was saying this divine masculine is like a leader in some kind of industry, like a director. So I think this is your divine masculine. Like they're well-known, they're well-connected. They may not be, you know, as famous or in the public eye, but they're really well-known in whatever industry they're in. A talent agent scout has their eye on you. So you could be somebody in the creative field. Maybe you sing, maybe you're an actor, maybe you dance. Like you have like very cat-like, like feline-like features. I think that's what I'm seeing. Like someone with very sharp features. I'm hearing model, so you could do like modeling, commercial modeling, something like that. Print modeling. And maybe an agent is gonna reach out to you. They found you. Maybe they found your videos, your photos, something like that. I'm hearing exotic, so you could have like exotic features, and you know, something about you like stood out to this talent agent, I feel like. Grandparents, doctor, bar, restaurant, family member, and seeking validation. Well, that's the end of your reading. Until next time, stay safe.